Although we've seen a slight increase in rates just recently, we need to see the big picture. Rates have never been this cheap. If someone buys a $100,000 piece of gear and they pay it off over 5 years, they're going to pay $110,000 back. $10,000 interest on $100,000, $2,000 a year over a 5-year frame. So debt is incredibly cheap. And I gave an example earlier that people buy manufacturing machinery because the gear that they've had for 20 years is still as honest as the day they bought it, but it's just too slow. And companies just have to be aware sometimes that if you're spending the money, it's going to give them a much better profit outcome than staying with the old stuff, which is almost like death of 1,000 cuts. They're just continuing to lose and lose and lose. So I think it is low cost. I think you also need to recognise, as Jay said, it's exceptionally easy within relative terms. You don't need to put your firstborn on the line. You don't need to mortgage your house. You don't need to give a charge over your business. The way finance works at a conceptual level is really simple. If a machine costs $500,000 and its resale value within a year is $350, the exposure on the machine is $150. It's not $500. And the financiers can look at the client and say, well, we know they've got plenty of other machines that they own, they've got good net worth, they've got good profitability, we're happy to do the transaction. So it's a lot simpler than people would like to think. And always ask a second opinion. I gave the example about sometimes the bank is going to be providing an approval which is more in their interests than in the interest of the client.